Can't see anybody, so I guess I'm ready to go. So what is this power of black belt focus, and how could it possibly apply to somebody who has no interest in spending 4 to 5 years working towards earning a black belt? So if I were mentioning a black belt to you, you might think of somebody like Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris, or some other more current film character who is associated with impossible feats of strength, endurance, or overcoming incredible odds. But just before they erupt into action, the camera zooms in for a close-up, and you can see in their eyes just how focused they are, and you know the bad guys are in trouble. That focus is the result of combining commitment with discipline and time. Fortunately, focus is like a muscle and can be developed. But like they say, you really gotta want it. For example, if you can discipline yourself to work or study without distractions for a period of 45 minutes to an hour, and then take a 10 to 15 minute break where you get up and completely move away from your task, your productivity will soar. According to numerous studies, it takes between 8 and 24 minutes to completely refocus on a task after a distraction. You also wind up often doing 1 or 2 other unrelated things before you return to your original task. But I've always been so good at multitasking. Well, according to those studies, maybe we should redefine multitasking and how we look at it. Recognizing, of course, that sometimes there just is no other option. Maybe we should look at multitasking or time shifting as a great way to take 2 20-minute tasks, and by doing them together, complete them in just over an hour. Often our interruptions, though, are avoidable. We're so used to our devices that we don't even notice that our projects in focus have been hijacked because somebody we know on Facebook has just posted a new picture of their cat being adorable. A common suggestion from the self-development world is to get up earlier and dive into your most important activities. This could be working out, meditation, or handling your biggest task. An article from Black Belt magazine in the late 60s reported on a survey of all styles of martial arts in the United States. They found that less than 3% of all students achieve their black belt, and less than half go on to their second degree. Times change. Now you see little kids wearing black belts, and it's actually much easier to find a dojo or belt factory than it is to find a quality martial arts school. But I digress. A good teacher in any area of study creates an environment where a student can develop and discover hidden strengths, abilities, and skills. And then they help that student to get past self-doubt, limits, or barriers. They do this with a well-defined curriculum, and they do it with checkpoints and challenges that allow the students to measure their progress. They apply creativity and passion in presenting their lessons. They encourage and help students when they think they can't get any better. Then finally, they celebrate when the day comes that the student believes in themselves. They know they can do it. They no longer need to have their hand held through every single step along the way. They have decided they want that goal that they've been working towards. They've taken ownership. It now belongs to them. They now have focus. They still may need guidance and course corrections along the way, but they're no longer a passenger. They are now the pilot. So I can't end without giving you a takeaway that's both easy to apply and will show immediate results in time saving and task or study management. Well, there's little hope of successfully focusing for any length of time with a work area that looks like this. There's distractions on every corner of the desk, yelling out to you. It's basically a recipe for disaster and functioning. Removing everything not related to your current project or study assignment, put it on the floor behind you if you have to, gather all resources close at hand, silence your devices. You may have to leave an emergency number for family or your boss, but don't give it to that crazy cat lady. Finally, according to Think Money's 2015 report, Distractions annually eat up 759 hours per person, 1 hour shy of 20 work weeks a year. Thank you. Stay focused.